I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. We begin this edition of Newswatch with word of rapidly changing developments in the investigation of the Boston Marathon bombings. A pair of videos have reportedly led to the identification of a suspect, and that federal sources are saying that, quote, substantial progress has been made in the case. Be sure to keep clicking back here at Record Online throughout the evening and the overnight for updated reports on this fast-moving story. Several hundred parents of children who attend King's Elementary School in Warwick aren't taking defeat lying down. They want the state education commissioner to take a look at the Warwick School Board decision to close the school. Parents claim the board gave in to political pressure when members reversed course and voted to close King's instead of Park Avenue School, which had been the initial recommendation. Lobbying efforts by businesses and residents later convinced the board to close King's as part of the district plan to deal with a budget shortfall. King's school parents say there's no merit to the argument that closing Park Avenue School would have hurt village businesses. An Ulster County grand jury's indicted a Kingston man in connection with an incident last month where people were held against their will. 27-year-old Uriah Weaver will now face charges of kidnapping, criminal use and possession of a firearm, assault, stalking, and endangering the welfare of a child. Weaver was taken into custody by Kingston police following what they described as a domestic violence incident at a residence on Elmendorf Street. In Sullivan County, a Narrowsburg man has been charged with assault and criminal possession of a weapon after shooting a man with an air pistol in Narrowsburg. State police say 48-year-old Eric Hector shot the victim in the face during what had been a verbal dispute on 5th Street. The victim tried to run away but was hit several times by pellets, with one of them lodging below his right eye. The man was treated at Catskill Regional Medical Center and then later released. Hector was sent to Sullivan County Jail on $5,000 bail. A group of parents, students, and activists from the New Paltz area were among those in Albany Tuesday to add their voices to those protesting the new state tests for grades 3 through 8. The tests, part of the state's new Common Core Learning Standards program, scheduled in a way that set children up for failure, according to those opposed, who also say the tests that began this week are being rolled out too quickly and bring too much testing into the classroom of younger students. The organization Alliance for Quality Education is in their corner. They say the new program is another example of how state and federal policymakers have confused testing with teaching. Elsewhere, Ulster County officials say at least $1.5 million was made from yesterday's auction of foreclosed properties. Close to 150 parcels that had at least 3 years of unpaid taxes on them went up for bid, with about a third of them finding buyers there to look for bargains. The purchases will get those properties back on the county tax rolls. In some cases, the parcels sold for more than the taxes owed on them. Ulster County leaders said they've been hoping to make around $2 million. The majority of voters in New York State don't think Governor Andrew Cuomo is doing a good job when it comes to cleaning up state legislative corruption. That's according to a Quinnipiac University poll. 52% of more than 1,400 people surveyed don't think he's effectively addressed the problem of legislator wrongdoing. Poll was taken shortly after the latest Albany corruption scandal, with State Senator Malcolm Smith charged with attempted bribery. Governor's approval rating remains steady at 57%, but it's significantly lower among men and upstaters, likely due to his push for gun control legislation. And Irene Wright had a house full of well-wishers today, and for good reason. The town of Hamptonburgh woman will soon be celebrating a very special day, her 104th birthday. And Irene found herself surrounded by family and a group of dignitaries from the Seventh-day Adventist Church. She regularly attends services at their church in Middletown. David Wright is the youngest of her 10 children. He and his wife live upstairs, and he says there are a number of reasons for his mom's longevity.
Probably diet, exercise. She walks a lot. She's pretty much a vegetarian, has been for probably, I don't know how many years, as long as I've been alive, and I'm 62. And she stays active. Yeah, she walks around. She continues to, be relatively self-sufficient, takes care of herself. She still bathes herself and does her dishes and likes to cook. So she's still active, She said if she sits down, she might not get up. So.
Irene, who will officially turn 104 this Sunday, credits her religious faith for her strength and good fortune.
I have so much to be thankful for. I can't think too much about the problems, because the blessings outweigh this problem, tell you the truth, in my life. And I had a lot of problems.
And Irene Wright had this message for her guests. She says that even at age 104, she's not looking backward, she's looking forward. Temperatures should climb back up to around 70 degrees and above by the end of the week. Thursday's weather will feature a mix of sun and clouds with the highs in the middle 60s. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a chance of a late-day thunderstorm, but high temperatures may reach the lower 70s. Get the news and information to help start your day in tomorrow's Times Herald Record, and stay on top of breaking news right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.